Yo, Fire Force Online just came out, and this video is here for all of you that might have any questions about the game early on. If anything said in this video helped you, leave a like and subscribe, helps a lot. Before you do anything in Fire Force Online, it's important to know and pick which faction you want to go. Like in many other My Hero games, for example, there's two factions, the Fire Force and the White Clad. The Fire Force is your typical hero faction and vice versa with the White Clad. Now that you know what faction you want to pick and you get in game, it's important to know the controls and mechanics of the game. M is your settings tab. This is where you can see your inventory, skill tree, and Robux purchasables. A normal M1 is your typical light attack combo, and an aerial M1 is an aerial spin kick in the direction you're facing. A normal M2 is your heavy attack, and a jumping M2 is your aerial slam down. You double tap W to sprint, and if you're out of combat, if you sprint long enough, you're going to start sprinting faster, which is indicated by the lines around your character and increased FOV. Your F key is your block, and you'll notice that later on when you're playing the game, the NPCs are countering you. To do this, you're going to need to hold block and click when you're getting your block hit. This is going to perform a heavy gut punch counter, and this is very good to get out of things. That's pretty much it for the main controls. To start off leveling, you're going to want to talk to Thales, who's going to give you your first quest when you first start off. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, there are two factions. The type of rep you have decides what faction you can go into. At the end of every quest, you could decide to pick the good or the bad ending or something. I'm pretty sure for Thales, he forces you to do the good ending, but for any other quests afterwards, you'll have a choice. Quests you want to look out for are ones spawn in with a beeping sound. The NPC for these quests has a red marker above them, and they typically spawn really close to you. They're also pretty easy. One, for example, is this old man quest. You could either save him, or you could kill him and steal his money. Saving him obviously builds good rep for the Fire Force, while stealing his money builds a rep for the White Clad. And to rank up, you're just going to want to farm quests over and over again. This could be NPCs that have little blue exclamation marks above their head, or you could just keep farming the ones with the red markers that spawn next to you. Your XP bar can be seen at the top left of your skill tree when you press M. Unlocking your fire happens sometime during when you're rank 5. I'll put a clip on screen of when I unlocked it, showing what dialogue pops up. After this pops up, pressing N and going to your skill tree will now show a different skill tree, which is your abilities for your powers. What powers you get is decided on what generation you are. If you guys watch Fire Force, you'll know that there are 3 generations. Generation 3 can create fire from their bodies, Gen 2 can create fire using tools, and Gen 1 can just use tools or weapons. If you're Gen 1, you're going to need to talk to one of the 3 trainers to use your weapon. I won't show you where they are in this video, but I'm sure there's going to be other videos out now showing you. If you're Gen 2, you're going to need to go and get a lighter from the warehouse. I'll show you where that is on screen. And if you're Gen 3, you could just use your abilities without anything by investing ability points in the skill tree. You can get an ability point or AP once every 5 ranks. If you're not happy with what generation you got, you could always just reroll it using the dev products in your settings. These are actually reasonably priced, unlike another game that's really popular right now. Yeah, I spawned in with Gen 3, which should tell you that's not actually that hard to get if you're unhappy and you want to reroll if you spawn in, for example, with Gen 1. From here on, you're going to want to join a faction. If you're wanting to learn how to join the White Clad, head over to my other video, which is going to be up at the same time as this one. I'm sure there's also going to be other videos on how to join the Fire Force as well. In both factions, there's going to be mission boards in which you can take quests from to also level up. These are typically way better to do than your typical other quests that I was showing you guys earlier. But yeah, you're going to want to just rinse and repeat these for a while to rank up. Later down the line, you're going to want to start looking out for global faction events such as Domination or Conquest, which are going to drop augments. You could also get subclasses once you're rank 25. I'm not going to show all of that in this video because number 1, I don't have either, and number 2, this is a beginner's guide. That's it though. Let me know if you guys are enjoying the game. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if any of this helps you. Peace.